What's going on today? Today is pretty obvious on what I have, right? Today is going to be the zombie thing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. My name is Wayne, and this is Wayneko. Now, like I said just a second ago, today I have the zombie thing. And on this one, I just about have to eat my words. I said I wasn't going to collect the zombie series, but here I am collecting the zombie series. And this guy is pretty awesome. Look, the pictures of this thing just do not do him justice. And I see on the back that they're showing 6 altogether. They're showing the Hulk, Gambit, Wolverine, Deadpool, which I've almost got to like start looking for now, even though I know Chris has told me several times to go look for him. I've definitely got to go look for him now. Don't tell Chris that I've got to go look for him. His head will get real big. He might not be able to fit through a door. I'm not real sure. Just don't go tell him. And then the Mysterio. This box is pretty hot. There's not a whole lot different from this box than what I want to say Marvel in general, though. This was definitely worthy of an SDCC Comic-Con pop. I mean, this is quickly became one of my top 10 favorite pops of all time. Now, when I say this, you're going to have to see it in a slightly different light. I'm going to have to get this guy out of the box. I'm going to have to get a full camera view of him because the in the box pictures just do not do this guy any justice. And I didn't discover that until I actually went and seen him at GameStop. I'd had zero plans of picking him up, even though they had held like one of each for me. I had zero plans of picking him up. I was simply just going to let the next person get him until I seen this guy. And then when I seen this guy, he was a definite must-have. I mean, he was a definite must-have. Oh man, this guy. Ooh. This guy's pretty hot. Like I said, though, the pictures just don't do this guy justice. I mean, we see him in the pictures and his hand is actually coming forward, but because all the behind him is gray, it kind of blends into the background and you just don't get that clear of a picture of him. He is a bobblehead, as all Marvel stuff is, per their agreement. He is extremely heavy to be a bobblehead. I mean, in my hands when he's bobbling, he just about makes my whole arm shake. I mean, so he is an extremely heavy bobblehead, and the spring they have on this guy looks like it belongs in an automotive department somewhere. Totally convinced of it. Let's see if this guy is a 10-inch pop. You know, that's my thing, right? I like to make sure they're a 10-inch pop. So let's see if he's a 10-inch pop. He is a 10-inch pop, which is pretty good because it seems like lately they're either a little under or a little over. And I don't think any of us matter about the little over. It's the little under that I don't necessarily like so much. Let's take a closer look at this guy. Into the 10-inch pop, and the regular version of this guy is not nearly as extraordinary as this version of the thing. His arm, I mean, when you see this arm and when you see it from the side profile, like I said a second ago, it sitting from the front in the pictures does it no justice because you just don't see the detail work that went into the arms and the chest and the leg and the face. I mean, it kind of gets blurred out or softly taking over by everything else. I mean, so you just don't really get a good view of that. The paint job on this guy is pretty good. I mean, I don't think there was a whole lot for them to paint. I think maybe they could have gotten in the cracks a little better with the black. It almost makes me kind of want to go back with a little bit of black and put it in my cracks because it looks to me like they could have did a slightly better job with that. And right on the top you can see a mark right here where it is kind of run over. It's kind of weird. I don't really know why they didn't get it in there that well. I mean, but we all know Funko and their quality control when it comes to painting and stuff like that just tends to not be that well in general. It looks like it just got really sloppy, almost like it was rushed and the person was just in a hurry to do it, or maybe they were just very new. I don't know. But with all of that said, this is still one of my favorite pops of 2020. I mean, it's just the detail work and the look this guy has, to me, is just extraordinary. Hey, and let me thank everybody who was participating in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway that we just did Sunday. I think that it went over really, really well. It was a lot of fun. I just want to thank everybody who was there for watching. I truly appreciate it. I mean, with Chris and Dankster, I don't think things could ever go wrong with the two of those. So it was just a lot of fun. And I truly appreciate everybody who was there. I mean, I'm going to get everything in the mail today, and it was just a lot of fun. So guys, I just wanted to say thank you for participating in that and for helping me get to the 1,000 subscriber mark. I mean, because that's just a huge milestone for every channel, and every channel just looks forward to hitting that 1,000 subscribers, because once that, you know, it's kind of like it's the hump is over, right? So now you're building upwards instead of fighting to get that 1,000, and so it just means a lot that we made it to the 1,000. So thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. It means a whole lot. I truly appreciate it. So now the next goal that I have in mind is going to be 5,000 subscribers. So the next giveaway that I'm going to be doing will be at the 5,000 mark. So just keep that in your mind when you're looking at the subscriber count and you're watching my videos, that is the next goal. Getting back to this guy though, I mean, look, I can't say enough good things about this 10-inch pop, but I have a slight obsession with 10-inch pops, as we all know. I mean, it's just one of those things that I like collecting. They do take up a lot of space. I mean, they will take up a lot of space real fast. So when you're collecting these guys, you're kind of making the dedication that you're going to take up a lot of space, and you're probably going to keep him forever, because the shipping on these things are not cheap either. So I mean, the 10-inch pops are a huge decision to make for those two reasons. One, they're going to take up a lot of space. Two, you're probably never going to get rid of him because of the price of shipping. You would almost have to find somebody local that wanted him if you ever intended on getting rid of him, is basically what I'm saying. You would have to find almost somebody local, because the shipping price of him alone is just crazy. It's crazy to me how Funko can ship them for like $6, but I can't ship it for under like $20. So they must have some kind of deal with the post office when they do all of that. Is the only thoughts that I have. I'm going to be going through the rest of the SDCC GameStop Funko Pops here in the next couple of days, so make sure you're staying tuned for that. I mean, I've got some really cool ones coming up. We got Tails, Mr. Freeze, the Hello Kitty, all of that. I wanted to pull this guy out and do him on his own, but before we get out of here, how about we do a comparison between him and Babe Ruth, because Babe Ruth has quickly become like my comparison pop that I like to use. And when you put him up beside Babe Ruth, as you can see, there's no comparison whatsoever. Babe Ruth is he's just so much bigger than Babe Ruth. It's amazing to me how there's such a size difference between the 10-inch pops and the normal pops. It's just insane. And as a Fantastic Four collector, I almost want to like put him with Marvel. Not with Marvel, but with X-Men. But he's not an X-Men. This is definitely from the Fantastic Four. And it's simply just an extraordinary pop. I mean, this is quickly, like I said a second ago, became like one of my favorite pops of 2020. I mean, very quickly, this one moved right on up into the rankings. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. Guys, there is no Wayneko crew without you, and I just can't explain to you how much I appreciate it. Until next time, y'all have a good one.